welcome back to my channel. This is Becky, and if you watched the last video, I was doing some videos and movies and mini series and different things that I said had some interesting coding in them and that I just found very fascinating. And so I thought of it two more that I thought were also three more actually. Three more that actually kind of remind me also again of how society has changed and how things can kind of be is Game of Thrones. That's definitely one that resonates. Also The Hunger Games, which Katniss Everdeen is obviously one of my spirit animals. I mean, got me through a lot of tough times keeping a mindset. Many teachers, I am there with you in spirit. Can't be in the field anymore, but I do, I am part of the field now. I can't be in it with you guys, so I do apologize for having to upgrade and not be there with you. Just know that I am here if you need me, and you got my number and know how to reach me, so please reach out if you need me. I miss you guys. All right, the other one is Handmaid's Tale. At least in my experience, I've been noticing some funky things going on when I'm working with couples and I'm working with churches and these, like Christian counseling centers and stuff. I'm just noticing something that's got my little spidey senses going on, Handmaid's Tale, early signs, early warnings, danger, Will Robinson, danger. My people will get that reference and that joke. And the other thing I wanted to do is now ground it back down into being serious into my mission, which is helping the youth, the starseeds, whatever age that may be, because we know that they've been prevented from being able to spiritually mature for whatever reasons. So for those that are ready for real ascensional growth and want to make positive change and end your loops, here is a very effective way of doing that. We have habit number one, be proactive. Say to yourself, I am the force. Take responsibility for your life. Being proactive is more than taking initiative. It is accepting responsibility for our own behavior, past, present, and future, and making choices based on principles and values rather than on moods or circumstances. Proactive people are agents of change and choose not to be victims, to be reactive, or to blame others. They take an inside-outside approach to creating changes. Habit number two would be to begin with the end in mind. You're going to control your own destiny, or else someone else will. Define your mission and goals in life. And remember, I have a whole 12-week program that I'm in the process of putting together. It's going to be my Starseed launch program to help you with entrepreneurship. All right, so you have to define your mission and your goals in life. You can reach out to me, homeinstockconsulting@gmail.com. or 219-252-1972. So all things are created twice. First mentally, second physically. So as above, so below. Someone had to first think of this cute little angel, right? Before it could actually be created. Individuals, families, teams, and organizations shape their own future by creating a mental vision and purpose for any project. They don't just live day to day without a clear purpose in mind. They mentally identify and commit themselves to the principles, values, relationships, and purposes that matter most to them. Habit number three, put first things first. Will and won't power. Prioritize and do the most important things first. Putting first things first is the second of physical. The second part of physical creation. It is, sorry about that. It is organizing and executing around mental creation, your purpose, vision, values, and most important priorities. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. I was also once told there's an acronym of KISS, KISS, keep it silly and simple. I like that one. All right, so that's the private victory, right? So that's what you're doing on the inside, those habits. Well, now I'm going to talk about the public victory, the outside, all right, the secondary habits. Because once you adjust what's inside, then your environment changes, right? And if we don't like the environment we're sitting in, then we have to change the station within ourselves in order to get the environment to change, right? It's like a remote control. You want a different show. You don't want to watch the scary one anymore. You're tired of this sad one. You don't want to cry anymore. You want to see a happy one today. You have to use the remote, okay? All right, so to get the inside in alignment, well, now we're going to see on the outside. Habit number 4, think a win-win. The stuff that life is made of. Have an everyone can win attitude. Thinking win-win is a frame of mind and heart that seeks mutual benefit and is based on mutual respect in all interactions. We are all divine creatures who have been hurt in some way, shape, or form, so give grace. It's not about thinking selfishly, win-lose, or like a martyr, lose-win. In our work and family life, members think interdependently in terms of we and not me. And you have to remember that your team and your family is only as strong as your weakest link. So you have to strengthen everybody on that team. Thinking win-win encourages conflict resolution and helps individuals seek mutually beneficial solutions. It's sharing information, power, recognition, and rewards. Habit number 5, seek first to understand and then to be understood. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen to people sincerely. When we listen with the intent to actually understand others, rather than with the intent to reply, to get what we want the end result to be, we begin true communication and relationship building. Seeking to understand takes kindness. Seeking to be understood takes courage. Effectiveness lies in balancing the two. Habit number 6, energize. The highway, and I don't mean marijuana, okay? Work together to achieve more. Synergy is about producing a third alternative, not my way, not your way, but a third way that is better than either of us could have come up with individually. Synergistic teams and families thrive on individual strengths. They go for creative cooperation, which requires direct communication. Habit number 7, sharpen the saw. It's me time. Renew yourself regularly. Sharpening the saw is about constantly renewing ourselves in the 4 basic areas of life: physical, social, emotional, mental, and spiritual. It's the habit that increases our capacity to live all the other habits of effectiveness. So this was taken from a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, and it's by Sean Covey. And it's the principle of sowing and reaping. Sow a thought and you reap an act. Sow an act and you reap a habit. Sow a habit and you reap a character. Sow a character and you reap a destiny. So if you're wanting to leave your mark while you still can, and you want help communicating what your wants and your needs are, and you want help with that, and if you have any questions about what I can do to help you, reach out. It's a free consultation, And I look forward to talking with you in my next video. I hope you have a great night.